Now, something I've often thought about myself is if there is an SEO person and all they've done all the career is work on big budget, big brand sites, could they move straight into like working with a small business?
I think so. I don't see why not, to be honest. I think it'll be a culture shock, obviously. I mean, if they work it depends because it depends. Sorry. Because if they're working purely on SEO, so the big budget is spent on time, then yes, they can, because the principles are going to be the same. They just have to change their mindset slightly about how quickly they achieve things, what they want to achieve, and maybe they can move out into some other things like creating more content and things like that. If that budget has been spent on other things to back up SEO, like pay-per-click or social ads or whatever, or paid sponsored type things, then no, they're going to find it difficult, because they when they move to the small business, they haven't got that budget and they're purely working on SEO. But the principles of SEO don't change. The basics don't change. The way that you use them change, but the actual basics of what we do and how we write content and how we do the technical aspects of SEO, if that's something that you've been involved in, then they don't change. So I don't see why someone can't move from a big brand to a smaller brand. I think people would have more problem with moving from a smaller brand to a bigger brand, where there's a much higher expectation. Search phrases are going to be much more competitive. You're going to have a bigger technical SEO knowledge, as well as on page and things like that, and content and stuff like that. And I say, in my in my LinkedIn tag, apart from the bit that I use that I'm not going to say because I don't want to swear at everyone, I do say, they say you can't know technical SEO and content writing. I can and do. And that's because I was there right at the beginning and I've had to learn all of that as I went along. I think a lot of people now, they learn one or the other. And it takes the two together to work together to make sure that both sides are covered. So moving from a big brand to a smaller brand, I think it'll be a culture shock, but I think it can be done.